If you've been struggling with sewing shirt collars, then watch this video to the end. There's also a bonus tip in the video. Let's get straight into the tutorial. The first thing you want to do is to take the round measurements of the neck. So I'll go ahead to place my tape this way and I'll measure round the neckline opening of my outfit. The measurement I have here is 18 inches. I'm just going to take note of that. The next measurement I want to take is the width of the back neckline. To do that, I'm just going to fold it into two this way, making sure that the shoulder seams align. Then I will place my tape where the shoulder seam is and I'll take the measurement. This measurement is half the width of the back neckline. The measurement I have here is 3 inches and I'll take note of that also. So now that we have our round neck measurement and our back width measurement, it's time to start drafting our collar. I'll put my fabric on fold just like this. Next, I want to mark a straight line which will serve as my start point. Now the collar has two parts. It has the base and the part that folds over. So we'll start with the base. For the base, I'll be working with a height of 1.5 inches. So from the start line we marked earlier, I'm just going to mark 1.5 inches. And I'll connect with a straight line. The next thing I want to mark is the round neck measurement. Remember, the round neck measurement we took earlier is 18 inches. And since our fabric is on fold, we'll be dividing this measurement by 2, giving us 9 inches. So I'll just go ahead to mark 9 inches here. The next thing is to mark the back neck measurement, which is 3 inches. Remember, the 3 inches measurement we took was on fold, so we don't need to divide this into 2. So from the center point here, I'm just going to mark the 3 inches. Next up, we want to curve the neckline of the collar a bit because we don't want it straight. So at this point here, I'll be going up by ½ inch. So I'll just mark ½ inch here. I'll repeat the same thing here, going up by ½ inch. Now I'll be connecting those points to the back neckline with a straight line. So this is the new shape of our collar. Next, I want to shape the edge of those front parts to give it that curved edge. So I'll just come in by 1 inch and I will curve it out this way. I'll add ½ inch sewing allowance all around it and I'll cut it out. I'll use this to cut the second part because we need 2 pieces. One will serve for the turnover. And here's a bonus tip if you don't already know. You successfully cut a bishop collar. So for a bishop collar, you stop at this stage, but we'll be going further from here. I'm done cutting the second one. Now it's time to cut the rollover collar. I have my fabric on fold just like before. I'll place the lower collar on it just like this because I want to use it as a guide. Now I'll go ahead to trace the upper part of the collar. From the tip here, I'll come in and mark 1 inch. It is at this point I'm going to mark the slant line for the rollover collar. I'll just place my ruler this way at an angle of 45 degrees and I'm going to draw a straight line. For this second collar, I'll be working with a height of 2 inches because it should be slightly bigger than the lower collar. So I'm just going to take away the lower collar now, and from that line that we made earlier, I'll be marking the 2 inches. I'll go ahead to connect all those lines together. I'll be adding my half-inch sewing allowance all around this collar, and then I'll cut it out. I'll also cut a second piece of this collar for turning. I'm done cutting everything out. Now it's time to move to the sewing of this collar. So I've already gone ahead to attach hairstay to the collar pieces to give it more stability. I'll start by sewing the upper collar first. So I'll place right side to right side and I'll be sewing round with half-inch sewing allowance. Now I'll start sewing from this edge round to the other edge. I'm going to leave the lower part open. So I'm done sewing. Now I'm just going to trim off the excess allowances to reduce bulge inside. I'll just flip this over to the right side and I will give it a good press to make it flat. I'm done pressing it and you can see how flat it's looking. Now I just want to fold it over this way and notch the midpoints. I'll also notch the midpoints of the lower collar. I'll do this on the two pieces. Now I'll be sewing all three pieces of the collar together. The upper collar that we joined together earlier will be in between these two pieces. So I'll just go ahead to match up all the notches on the pieces and then I will sew it round with half-inch sewing allowance. So I just want to secure all the pieces together with a pin before sewing it down. I'm done sewing it round. Now I just want to measure the opening that we have here to make sure it corresponds with the 18 inches we measured earlier on our outfits. You can see that it corresponds, so now I can go ahead to trim off the excesses that I have here. You want to make sure you confirm that your opening is accurate before you trim off the excess. I'll just notch around the collar to help it relax better when I turn it over. I'll flip this over to the right side and I will give it a good press to make it flat. I'm done pressing it and this is what we have currently. Now it's time to attach the collar we've made to our outfits. I'll just fold this into two like this and I'll notch the midpoints. I'll also fold the neckline of the outfit and notch the midpoints. So I'm just matching up the shoulder seam and I'll notch the midpoints of the back. I'll start attaching the collar from the wrong side of the outfit. I will open up one side of the collar and I'll match up the notches. I'll sew this down with half-inch sewing allowance. I'm done sewing it down. And this is how it looks on the wrong side of the outfit. I'll go ahead to trim off some of the excess seam allowances that we have here. Now I just want to fold in half-inch on this other side that we haven't attached. I'm going to fold in half-inch and I'll be sewing this down to close up the collar. I'm done sewing it down and I've also pressed it. You can see what it looks like on the right side and also on the wrong side. So guys, this is how you can easily fix your shirt collars. We've come to the end of today's tutorial. If you've watched to this point, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also let me know in the comment section if you found this video helpful. And if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please kindly do so. See you in the next tutorial. Bye!